I think we're fortunate that the health and beauty markets are resilient markets, and very clearly within those markets, Clicks has demonstrated its resilience, and I think that's down to being a value retailer, competitive prices, great promotions, and of course the most generous loyalty program with the Clicks Club Card, where we've recruited almost 1 million new members in the last year.
Absolutely, and your members certainly are being loyal to you as well in terms of coming back and buying into the business. Talk to me a little bit about the selling price inflation. You're talking about an average of about 5.7%. Is that worse than you expected? Is that better? Where does that stand?
Our inflation for the period is the 5.7% is in our pharmaceutical wholesale business.
Okay.
Our retail inflation is actually much lower than that. The retail inflation is only 2.6%. And I actually think that that will fall a little bit more in the second half of the year to around 2%. So certainly at this point, consumers are benefiting from low levels of inflation and our determination to offer value.
Is that sustainable?
I think that we have a good track record of cost control and efficiency in the business. So yes, I've no doubt that it is sustainable. We're continuing to open stores. In the coming year, we'll open 40 new stores, which is well ahead of our target of around 25.
Yeah.
So yes, we're continuing to add volume to the business, and with volume comes efficiency, which means yes, we can sustain a low rate of inflation, because I think that is going to be the case throughout this year and dependent on the rand into 2019 as well.
Yeah, for a moment you sounded like Barack Obama there, yes we can. So I went through your numbers trying to find something that I could say is negative. So I saw retail expenses are up 12.4%, but then I realized, no, you are actually investing into the future, because you're talking 46 new stores, 34 new pharmacies, and you are talking about extensions to 24 stores. Were there any negatives in this half that you'd like to touch on?
No, frankly, there weren't any negatives. This was a good set of trading results, and I think our confidence is also evident in the fact that this year we'll invest 700 million in capital expenditure to grow the business, to develop the business and its supply chain and its infrastructure. And I'm proud that we've created 800 new jobs in the last year as well.
Well done, absolutely. So yeah, I saw 435 million rand capex to be invested in the second half of the year, and yet you are saying on the other hand that conditions are difficult. But it does sound like you actually believe the future will be better because you're backing it with your money.
Absolutely. Look, I mean, I think that undoubtedly the political changes, the election of President Ramaphosa has lifted people's spirits. There is more optimism about the future. It's too early, I think, for that to be translated into increased disposable income and therefore spending power for the majority of consumers. But as I said, we're confident we've got a resilient business model, so yes, we are prepared to invest.
Yeah. What about in the coming year? Because if you're spending 700 million rand, and I'm thinking with the economy expected to improve, we've already seen some economists, including the IMF, increasing their forecast for GDP growth going forward. Surely things are going to be better for you and you'll be spending more money, no?
Well, certainly the guidance we've given is that this capital expenditure is part of a multi-year program to improve our supply chain, to improve our IT systems, to continue rolling out new stores, and indeed to continue investing in the existing stores, which are the store revamps, so that consumers still find in existing stores modern and appealing drugstores in which to shop.
And the guidance you've also given in terms of earnings going forward is 12 to 17%. I'm willing to bet here that you'll beat that guidance. No?
No, I wouldn't. I'm just sticking with the guidance. 12 to 17, I think we're the only major retailer who provides this sort of earnings forecast. I think our
100%.
Shareholders appreciate it, but I'm not going to do anything other than give you 12 to 17% as the guidance.
Sure. Do you like what Ramaphosa is doing?
I'm sorry, say again?
Do you like what President Cyril Ramaphosa is doing and the things that he's saying?
That's my point. I think that the country is feeling a renewed sense of optimism, a renewed sense of coming together. And yes, although we've got to see more action in the coming months, certainly I think we all feel better at the moment.